Hey everyone, it's Arnold here. Today, we're going to talk about internships, specifically how to ace your internship. You know, you've attended every single networking event, aced your job interview, and now got your job offer. But now what? You're just one amongst 200 or maybe even hundreds of other interns. What do you do from here? Well, from my experience interning at IBM, today I'm going to show you how. Here are 10 tips to help you get started. I started at IBM after my third year of computer engineering, and by and large it was my first corporate experience. But by the end of it, I revamped the testing program for my team and redesigned the beta program for my product. Here are 10 things I think will help you succeed. As for frosting on the cake, I even got a return offer to the team I wanted to join. So without further ado, let's get started. Tip number 1, learn everything. Make it your first priority to learn everything. Ask lots of questions from your mentors, from your coach, from your manager, from even the other interns. Learn everything as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Only then can you start to actually meaningfully contribute to your product and your team. Number 2, take the lead. Take a leadership role amongst you and your peers. Now, don't be a micromanager or start barking out orders on your first day on the job, but say, let's go for coffee, or hey, let's go for lunch, or hey, I'm doing this on the weekend, want to join me? That way, you can be the go-to person when people have problems or questions, and you can really put yourself out there and take in as much as possible and make the most out of your internship. The thing here is that you should do it with tact. Don't start barking out orders or start yelling out things to do like you're the manager and the owner of the place, but take a friendly approach to being a leader. Number 3, be selfish. Now, this might sound kind of weird, but hear me out. Your company is going to take a lot less from you than what you are going to gain from your company. You are just one cog in an incomprehensibly large and well-oiled machine. So take in as much as possible, learn the skills you want to do, and don't let the company kind of dictate the direction you want to be in. Gravitate towards the area you want to grow in. You can really shape your internship into what you want it to be, within boundaries of course. Number 4, propose and reinvent. In the area that you're working in, or even adjacent areas, if you see things are not being done as what you'd expected from a large company, then suggest improvements. I'm sure the managers and your peers would appreciate it, whether or not they actually go through with it. It shows that you're taking initiative, you're well tuned into the system and how things are working, and even suggest your own thought and processes. At IBM, I noticed that for my product, the beta program was done in a very archaic way. Word documents are actually being passed around to enter participants into the beta program. So I found an opportunity to really digitize the entire process. I suggested to my managers, hey, why don't we make a website to act as the intake process for the beta program? I made a presentation, made the suggestions on what can be improved and what are the effects of the improvement. In the end, the managers gave me the okay and I went through with it, created the website and demoed it in front of my manager, their manager, and other senior managers in the organization. As an added bonus, this anecdote is what I took with me to future interviews and future resumes. I was able to showcase my initiative, my drive, and my entrepreneurship to really change the organization and team that I was a part of. Number 5, taking another direction this time. It's okay to say I don't know. This is one of the times when it's perfectly okay to not know things. You're just an intern after all. You're really at the bottom of the organization. If someone asks you, hey, what do you think of this? If you really don't have an answer, say I don't know. It's perfectly okay to say I don't know rather than make up an answer and make yourself look a bit silly at the same time. Number 6, make quantifiable improvements. Whenever you're making suggestions or even doing part of your job, make quantifiable improvements such that you can say, I improved the efficiency or the speed or the data usage by X. When you're doing future resumes or future interviews, that it's much more easier to explain the effect and the impact of your work. As a sneak peek, this is exactly how you should fill in your resume. Make lines of information where you've improved this and that by X, such that it makes it easier to communicate the actual impact of your brains and your work. Number 7, ask for feedback, both between yourself and your peers and your managers. This allows you to, at the same time, showcase what exactly you've been doing and really receive the constructive feedback that you really need to grow and succeed in the organization. It's equally important to ask feedback from your peers as it is from your managers. From your peers, they really have a day-to-day working knowledge of what you're doing well, and gives you perspective on how you're doing things. Perception matters. Whenever you're in an organization, if no one knows you've done something, then you really haven't done it. Your manager needs to know the exact impact of what you did. Whenever a manager gives your case to make a promotion or to give you a return offer, this is what they need to arm themselves. Number 8, have a social life. Make friends with the other interns. Be friends, go out for coffee, go out for dinner, have lunch. This is the best time of your life. They say college is the best time of your life. No, it's an internship. This is a time when you can make money, make friends, and really have less consequence than real life, and really learn at the best capacity you could. Make the most out of it, learn as much as you could, and have fun. Have a social life. Number 9, your company has infinite resources. If you need something, you can find someone and they can likely give it to you. For example, in the beta program revamp I mentioned earlier, I needed a server to host my website. Well, at IBM, there was Bluemix. There was a built-in web hosting service. So I looked up who manages the Bluemix services and asked them for a code where I can host a website, and they gave it to me. So if you're working for a large company, likely they can give you something when you require it in order to effectively do your job. And lastly, number 10, ask for a return offer. They will never know if you don't ask for it, if it's not something that you explicitly say that you want to do. During your early feedback sessions, make it clear to your manager and your peers and your coach, whoever, that you would make it your goal to come back and work here after you graduate. Of course, that's only if that's something you want to do. So if it's something you want to do and it's something you want to return to, then ask for a return offer. So that's it, everyone. These are the 10 tips to help you succeed as an intern. Number 1, to learn everything. Number 2, take the lead. Number 3, be selfish. Number 4, propose and reinvent. Number 5, say I don't know. Number 6, make quantifiable improvements. Number 7, ask for feedback. Number 8, have a social life. Number 9, your company has infinite resources. And number 10, of course, to ask for a return offer. What are your tips that have helped you succeed as an intern? Be sure to put that in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful or you think it'll be helpful for somebody you know, please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video. That's it for me, everybody. If you like my video, subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.